What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Thursday. It is August 8th, and we are back inching our way towards NFL, but we are still here with our MLB slate. So it's a smaller slate for a Thursday. We've got some early games, so it's a split slate, as you can see on the screen. 3 early, do have a weather concern in Washington. And then we've got a little bit of a 5-gamer at the nighttime or main slate when it's usually the main slate. So we're going to cover it all. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and have a chance to win a free pass to FTA Plus, which is FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. 2 ways to win every single day. Like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. This video gets 50 likes, you have a chance at a free week of FTA Plus. 100 likes is a free month, 150 likes, a free year, and 200 or more likes on any video, a chance at a lifetime pass. The second way, somewhere in the video, I'll have a keyword. Type that keyword in the comment section as well, and have a second chance to win a free week on top of whatever you won that day. So we are going to run the winners, and we're going to see who they are. Either it's 2 people or it's the same person. We've just re-rolled it. So better chances, leave more comments on the video, share the video, and like the video. So we're going to get through that real quick. We're going to see who the 2 winners are. The first winner for a free month is CNO Forever. See, I do like Halloween H2O. Like, a lot of people don't like that movie, and I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Halloween H2O, I love that movie. I absolutely love that movie. But anyway, congratulations, CNO. Email me with the subject daily winner or 8-8 winner, and we will get your account set up. Or we'll get your account the free month on top of whatever you have currently right now. Then we're going to re-roll it. Now, he could re-roll it again and get it because the word of the day was H2O or water. So it's chance, but there are 80 comments to go through. The winner of the free week is Steve Roberge. Steve Roberge. I think that's how you say your name. Steve, congratulations. Email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1, @gmail.com. Let me know if you have a username on the website. If you don't, let me know a username and email you would like, and we will get you set up. And in the comment or the subject line, say you are the 8-8 keyword winner of the day. So congratulations to both of you. And we are going to go full bore into these games. What makes this a little bit different than other DFS providers, we go through every game. We look at the pitchers, we look at the batters, we look at everything. So buckle up. If you need a summary of what we're talking about, in the description of this video is a ton of links, but there is an article for today that gives you a handful of plays we like at each position, on top of having about like 5 or 6 pitchers that we like. It is a smaller slate today, so we might not have as many. So it is early, depending on when you watch this video. This may have already launched, the early slate may have already been started. I'm not sure. But we do look at Kyle Harrison versus DJ Hers going in here. Kyle Harrison, 4.09 ERA. The weather is a concern here. He's already faced them once this year. 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, given up 1 home run, average 20.5 fantasy points. I do not mind that. But then you see he did get lit up by Cincinnati his last start for 0.1 fantasy points. Not great. But, I mean, it's an early slate. You kind of got to go with what you got to go with. We've seen San Francisco pitching do pretty well against Washington so far in the series overall. Blake Snell got the win last night. Now we got Kyle Harrison going. I do not mind Kyle Harrison. Then DJ Hers, we look at this, 4.27 ERA. He has not faced San Francisco this year. Actually had back-to-back really good games, one against Milwaukee, one against St. Louis. At St. Louis, we look at splits at home. He is better at home, 341 compared to a 675 on the road. So I do not mind Kyle Harrison. I don't know if I like DJ Hers enough. If we are looking at bats for San Francisco bats that have success against left-handed pitching this year, Matt Chapman, 296 batting average with 5 bombs. Conforto, 306 batting average, 5 bombs. Gerard Encarnacion, if he gets a start, I could see him being a cheap option. Tyler Fitzgerald has been one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. I do not mind him. Elliot Ramos, 8 bombs, batting .432 against lefties. And then Mark Canha, they traded him over there to be a lefty killer. He is in there, 286 batting average, 2 home runs. I do not mind him either. So I do like a San Francisco stack. If you're not going with Kyle Harrison and you want to look at bats that have success for Washington against lefties, C.J. Abrams is batting 290 with 3 bombs. Harold Ramirez batting 283 with 2 bombs. Idelvargo Vargas, 306 batting average with no home runs, but a 306 batting average. And that's Jacob Young, 295. I don't love a stack for Washington. I'd rather have a San Francisco stack. But if you want to go some one-offs or two-offs, if you're going a different direction, I don't mind the Washington bats that we just talked about. Next game, you got the Brewers at the Braves. You got Frankie Montas versus Charlie Morton. Montas coming in, game log-wise, did face Washington in his debut for Milwaukee. 5 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks, only 13.9. The problem is he is averaging only 10.4. Now, Atlanta is part of the top 5 pitchers or teams that strike out the most. I don't know if Montas is the guy that I want. He's already faced them once this year, gave up 10 hits in that game, 4 earned runs. Did have 6 strikeouts, though. I just feel like it's kind of going to be the same sort of outing here where I don't trust him enough. Tournament-wise, yeah, throw him in there because you never know. But yeah, I don't trust him in cash enough. And then you've got Charlie Morton here, Father Time, 3.94 ERA, has not faced Milwaukee this year. Pitching at home, he's got a better ERA, 3 ERA at home. Game logs, we did use him his last start against Miami, and it worked out. Gave up 1 run, none of them earned, with 6 Ks, 24.7. But then, like against the Mets, that is a pitcher's ballpark. He had a plus matchup, and he got minus 4.8. Then 17.3, 13.3, 10.6. So averaging 15.2 at his price is not enough. We need a minimum on DraftKings of 20 to 25, probably closely more to like 24.7 to 25 fantasy points. On FanDuel, you're looking for 40 plus out of him. Depending on what he brings to the table, his price, I might be outpriced on him today. Against this team, Willie Adames does have a home run, but he's 1 for 12, batting .083, so not enough. But if we're looking at Milwaukee bats against right-handed pitching this year, you've got Rhys Hoskins with 14 bombs. You've got Jackson Chourio, 11 bombs. Garrett Mitchell batting .286 with a home run. Jake Bauer, 7 home runs. Gary Sanchez, 235 with 3 home runs. I don't know if I'd use him. William Contreras, 10 bombs, .268 batting average. So while Charlie Morton is really good and he could have a good outing, we need 25 plus out of him, and he hasn't done that enough. I'm scared to use that in this one. And again, we're going to run simulations. So towards the end of this video, we're going to give you the top 5 pitchers against the teams that strike out the most. We call that pitches be crazy. Then we're going to give you the all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. So in the background, as we speak, we are running simulations, and maybe there are some simulations that don't have any Milwaukee bats there. I might be outpriced for Charlie Morton today, at least on DraftKings anyway. Weather should be good, though. We should be good to go with the weather. Then the third game, or I guess if we're looking at Atlanta bats against Frankie Montas, Kelenic has a home run against him. Against right-handed pitching, Marcell Ozuna has 27 home runs. Orlando Arcia has 11 home runs. Matt Olson, 11 home runs, but he has struggled this year. Austin Riley batting .280 with 13 bombs. Jared Kelenic, 12 bombs. Eddie Rosario batting .175, but has 12 home runs. And then there's always Sean Murphy or Travis d'Arnaud, depending on who's in that lineup. I don't mind. I'm probably going to stack Atlanta early. Then San Diego at Pittsburgh got Randy Vasquez versus Luis Ortiz. Vasquez, 4.62 ERA, has not faced Pittsburgh this year. On the road, a 6.29 ERA. And then he really hasn't done a ton, especially at his price. Good game against Arizona, decent game against Atlanta, decent game against Washington. Lit up by Baltimore. Colorado just really didn't do it for him. Looking at that game, I don't think I trust Randy Vasquez enough. Maybe complete tournament, but that might be it. And then Luis Ortiz has been up and down for us. 3.21 ERA. Has not faced San Diego this year. Pitching at home, does have a worse ERA. And we did take him. No, we didn't. I mean, he's given up. He faced Arizona back-to-back games, gave up 9 earned runs in those 2 starts. Not enough. Somehow dominated Philly for 20.8. Dominated the White Sox for 17.8, 21.1 against New York Mets. He's had success, but the way this San Diego the game went last night, I could see it going the same way. If you're going to fade Luis Ortiz and you're looking at the bats, Luis Ariz batting 319 against righties. Bogart's batting 291 with 4 bombs. Cronenworth has 13 home runs. Machado has 11 home runs. Jackson Merrill has been absolutely on fire. I think he had 2 home runs yesterday. 10 bombs out of him. Jurickson Profar 12. He did get hit in the leg. I have not seen any news. He's got good numbers. I don't see him being here at all. Did he break a leg? Came back negative. Yeah, he took a pitch off the knee. He will not be. There's no way he's in this game. So I would still look at a San Diego stack there. And then Pittsburgh against Vasquez really hasn't had success against them. He hasn't really seen many. If you are looking at bats, O'Neal Cruz batting 282 with 12 bombs. IKF batting 294 with 6 bombs. Rowdy Tellez, 254 batting average, 7 home runs. Then you got McCutchen with 10 bombs, batting 241. And Brian Reynolds, 291 batting average with 14 home runs. So I'm probably fading the pitching in this one and going the bats. The pitching I would go, I don't love this early. Maybe Kyle Harrison, Charlie Morton, DJ Hurst, like the top 3. I don't love the pitching here. You want to get crazy and go contrarian, Ortiz and Vasquez would be cheap, but I don't see them having a good game. They could though, but I don't see it. So that is the early slate done. Now we're going to talk about today's sponsor, Outlier.bet. If you've been with us before, you know that we love Outlier.bet. They are the sponsor of the videos, but they are a super sports betting just platform. You get in here, you are able to see so many things. They have 2 packages right now. The first package is $20 a month, and that gets you insights, popular bets, games, and props. So you can look at these and you can go through them, which is great. If you sign up using our link, we will show you, and you go through a 7-day free trial. After that 7-day free trial, you pay for the month for $20. Show us a receipt. You can email us or DM us or hit us up on Discord, and we're going to give you a free month of FTA Plus. They have a $130 package for the month, which gives you EV Plus Boost, Arbitrage, and Middle Bets, which we're kind of going to look at. That, if you sign up using our link, only our link, sign up, go through the 7-day free trial, purchase that package, send us a screenshot. We are going to give you 3 months free, which is a $90 value on our end, on top of what you paid for Outlier.bet. So you get DFS and sports betting as well. So they have an amazing app on the Apple Store, and I have been talking to the CEO, and they are in production next year to get a Play Store app for Android devices. But it's easy. So what you can see on the screen, and it's kind of what you see here, but I know it's 2024. We are mobile. We are on the move. Everyone wants to see mobile. You're probably watching this on your mobile device as we speak. But what we have here, and I don't know if you can see, it's going to be a little bit kind of bright, but you can see it's exactly what you see here. So we're looking at games. So we look at the games. You can dig through, and the Giants at the Nationals. You click on the game. It brings you into here. It brings you to insights. It brings you to the matchups. You can go back. You can go into the line. Maybe you like San Francisco. Maybe you want to go to props. So you hit the props button down below, which is going to be exact. So on the screen here, we show props, and it shows up. It is right here as well. The props are there. It's easy. It's just compact. You can see everything that you need. It's got last 5, last 10, last 20. Just like we can see right here, all the green that we want to see, those are the bets we want to take for the day. You got that. Then there's a pro version where you can click into the pro and you can see the EV Plus. So Kyle Stowers, home runs, plus 870 on Fanduel. Will he do it? We don't know, but that is showing you EV Plus there. Jackson Merrill's another EV Plus. It's got EV, it's got VIG, and it's got Kelly, and it's also got the no VIG odds as well. It's got boosts. So just like you see on the screen with boosts, you can see these are NFL boosts, but it pulls over the boosts for the day, whether or not it's a website, depending on the website you're on. So absolutely love it. You can even and if you've watched our betting videos, you can see that you can add bets to a bet slip, and you can immediately. So it's not actually. I don't know why it's like that. Let's see if I turn the. My camera's not the best, I guess. As you can see, there's obviously not. It's not an amazing lightsaber for whatever reason, but you can add your bets. You can take it directly to the sports book from there, which we absolutely love to do. So check them out if you want. You get 7-day free trial. Go around, look at the EV Plus, look at the boost, look at the arbitrage, check out the pro package. Sign up using our link, and we are going to give you free content, whether or not it's the 1 month free or 3 months free from FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Go check out Outlier right now. Now, we are on to the main slate. We do have weather concern in the Yankees game. We saw it yesterday. They had a doubleheader. They split the doubleheader. We've got, currently, right now, we have Tyler Anderson going up against Nestor Cortes. Nestor Cortes, as you know, is better at home, struggles on the road. So, in that sense, we should be pretty good. But we have other pitchers that we are looking at, too. So, we're going to go through everything. Tyler Anderson coming in against the Yankees, splits-wise. He's already faced them once this year in L.A., 5 innings, got the loss. Only gave up 1 earned run, but he did not have any run support. 6 walks in that game. He walked them a ton. 6 walks to only 4 strikeouts. Not enough there. The Yankees have been absolutely on fire. I would be looking at the Yankees as a stack. Pretty much anyone in that lineup outside of maybe like Trent Grisham and maybe Stanton if he's in there. I don't like it. Austin Wells has been on fire. Judge has been on fire. Obviously Juan Soto. Verdugo had started first game anyway. I can't remember the second game. First game he had a couple of doubles right off the bat. If the Yankees can get on the board early against this lefty, they have a better chance to win just when they're playing ahead. And I just don't trust him enough in this ballpark. And then we've got Nestor Cortes, tournament option for me only. He is better at home, 248 compared to 608. Faced him once this year, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. If you look, his strikeouts have been a little bit higher the past couple of games. I would be looking at him for tournaments only. I do not trust any. If you are wanting to fade this game and go completely, like let's say you think Nestor's going to have a bad game and Tyler Anderson's going to have a good game and you want to go the Angels bats. Kevin Pillar hits lefties well. He would be one. Zach Neto had a monster home run. I think he had a huge game, second game last night. You could look at him. Joe Adele has 7 bombs against lefties. Kevin Pillar, Taylor Ward would be another one I'd look at. But personally, if this game gets played, I like the Yankees a little bit better. Then you got Baltimore at Toronto. You got Kevin Gausman going against his former team versus, Dean Kramer's up and down. Gausman does have an elevated ERA, 4.56. Faced him once this year, gave up 6 earned runs. I kind of feel like that's the same, probably what happens here. I do know that obviously this is in Toronto now, and his splits at home, he's actually been worse at home. I do not trust him. I do not like him today. Then Dean Kramer, splits-wise, hasn't faced Toronto this year. Splits, though, on the road, actually been better. Tournaments, I'm okay with Dean Kramer. I don't love him. I would rather focus on Baltimore bats. Jackson Holliday has been one of the hottest hitters right now. He's had 3 straight games with a home run. Maybe he tries that again. He's got 4 home runs on the year against righties. Only batting 196, but has been absolutely on fire. Just a full Baltimore stack, I don't mind. I am fading. I'm fading Gausman at 9,500. I'm going with Baltimore as a stack. I do not really feel comfortable with Toronto outside of Vladdy, so that's probably where I'm going on that one. Next game, we got Tampa Bay at St. Louis. We have Shane Baz versus Kyle Gibson. Kyle Gibson's an enigma. I don't know what to get out of him. Home games, 4.93 in 10 starts, 4.93 ERA. Game logs, 18.2 against the Cubs, did really well, but that was on the road. At home, 1.3. On the road, 22. At home, minus 0.2. On the road, 18.7. 19.7. Home, 3.6. He's been absolutely bad at home, but he has a matchup against Tampa Bay. They are not a good team. You guys know that they are not a good team. But pitching at home for him, it's just not been ideal for whatever reason. I don't know. Tampa Bay bats against him. Like Josh Lowe has a home run. Dylan Carlson has a home run. So Dylan Carlson facing his former team, maybe you think it's a revenge factor. Maybe he's upset. He's no longer on the team. You could look in that direction, I guess. Being that he was on the same team with him, maybe he picked up his tells. I don't know. Tampa Bay bats, I would look at Josh Lowe. I would look at Chris Morel, who's obviously seen the Cardinals a lot. He's got 16 bombs on the year. Brandon Lau has 11 home runs. Yandy Diaz, 7 home runs. Ben Rortvedt might be in there, 3 home runs, batting .259 against right-handed pitching. And then you could look at Dylan Carlson, only batting .197 against right-handed pitching. But maybe it's the revenge factor we're looking for. So I do not trust Kyle Gibson whatsoever. Then we've got some Bazness here. Splits-wise, he's not faced St. Louis this year. At home, he's got a worse ERA. He is a little bit better on the road. So St. Louis bats against him, 4 total at-bats, so nothing. But then we look at St. Louis bats against right-handed pitching this year. Arenado batting .275 with 7 bombs. Goldie has 14 bombs. Nolan Gorman, 15 home runs. Mason Wynn batting .302. Alec Burleson batting .309 with 16 home runs. Brendan Donovan's been on fire, .274 batting average, 9 home runs. Those would be the bats that I'd look at. I don't think I like pitching in this one. Honestly, today, I don't love this day at all, but I wanted to bring you guys content because I know you guys live, breathe, and die for this content right here. So I'm giving the advantage over to Tampa Bay bats, which I never thought I would, but I think that's contrarian today. I think that's kind of the direction I want to go in. So the keyword of the day is dads. I'm wearing my Saturdays are for the dads shirt, which is a beer can that is mowing the yard on a Saturday. So the keyword is dad. Also, I just started watching The Boys. If you guys watch it, let me know what you think about it. Don't spoil anything, but I just started watching it. I think I'm on season 2 now. That's pretty good. I don't know why I never got into it, but if you guys are watching it, let me know your thoughts on it if you think it's a good show. I think it's a good show so far. It's not what I expected. I read nothing about it. I did not read anything about the synopsis of the show before starting it. And somehow I didn't know about it. Like, I didn't know what the show was about. And I am pleasantly surprised. But yeah, so next game, Philly at Arizona. We've seen a lot of runs in this series so far. Jordan Montgomery coming in against Philly. It could be a bloodbath against him. It's Colby Allard as well. I don't like the pitching in this one. Montgomery overall, let's see how they've done against him. .310 batting average, 65 plate appearance. Kind of what I expected. He's got a 5.79 ERA. Has not done well in a minute. He has been booed at home. His splits are at home, 7.71 ERA. He has faced Philly once this year, got the dub with 2 earned runs. I do not trust that. I do not trust that whatsoever. I am stacking against him for sure. Now, he's got great stuff. We know what he's capable of. I don't know if he's got the yips. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe it's the whole Boris and the way it started and stuff like that. I do not trust him whatsoever. I'm looking at a Philly stack here. I am looking at JT Realmuto. He's batting 2 for 2 with a home run. You got Trey Turner with a home run. You got Austin Hayes with a home run. But Kyle Schwarber had 3 home runs yesterday. I think a lot of people are going to chase that. But Kyle Schwarber this year has 10 home runs and batting .340 against lefties. He absolutely mashes lefties for whatever reason. Realmuto batting .293 against lefties. Bryce Harper, .301. Bryce Harper still has been struggling. So if you look at Bryce Harper this year, he's expensive at $5,600. He had a home run against Seattle, but outside of that, his price has not justified, or his output has not justified his price. Struggled against the Yankee series. Okay again. I mean, he did go 3 for 4 against Seattle with a home run in that game, so he had a really good game. Batting .271 is not bad, but just lately it's been kind of slow. Okay, and his price scares me a little bit. But I mean, if he's going to get started, it could be here against Jordan Montgomery. I would look at him. Weston Wilson batting .417 against righties or lefties. Nick Castellanos has 7 bombs against lefties as well, is what you could look at in this game. Then you have Colby Allard going up against Arizona, 4.50 ERA. Game logs really hasn't done much, hasn't gone past 4 innings. So then you get to the bullpen, which we do now have a bullpen. So you go to MLB, go to bullpen stats. So this is new as of Sunday or Monday, Saturday, this week. Let's put it that way. It's new this week. So let's, for instance, see Philly. Philly goes out. Colby Allard, maybe 4 innings. Then they got to go to the bullpen. So then Philly's bullpen, I'm trying to find it. Let me find it. Right here. They have 27 saves, 329 hits, 42 home runs, which if you want to sort it by that, Philly's bullpen is actually pretty good. So it'll depend. If they can get to Colby Allard, that would be where we'd be at. Arizona bats, I do not mind them against Colby Allard. Really haven't seen him much. And we look at him here. The bats for them that I'd look at, Jock Peterson obviously makes sense. Ketel Marte batting .360 with 16 bombs against left-handed pitching. Randall Grichuk came in, got traded in to look against left-handed pitching. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is great against lefties. Jake McCarthy is good. No home runs, but batting .355. Perdomo would be a cheap option. No home runs, batting .321 though. Josh Bell's a switch hitter. I like stacking here. I do not want pitching in this one. I think I like Philly a little bit more, but I don't mind Arizona whatsoever. Then we got Detroit at Seattle for the last game. They think it's going to be Kenta Maeda. They do not know if it's going to be Kenta Maeda yet, which it is day of, and we don't know who's pitching, which is always wild to me when we bring in, it's day of and we don't have the projected pitcher. So if it is Maeda, you just look at Maeda at 675. There was a reason he was sent to the bullpen. He has not done well. Whether or not he's been thrust into the starter role or not, I would be looking at Seattle bats against him. Cal Raleigh, I love Cal Raleigh here. Dylan Moore, I would look at Justin Turner. Victor Robles, I do not mind. Maybe a little bit of Jorge Polanco. I don't mind a Seattle stack, depending on the lineup that comes out. And then Seattle, we got Brian Wu coming in. Great game against Philly. 7 innings, no earned runs, 6 Ks. But he struggled a little bit. At home, he's actually got a .95 ERA. So I love Brian Wu here. At 9,000, I love his price here. I'd rather pay that than 9,500 for Gossman there. Detroit bats against Brian Wu. Not really any. If you want to go against the grain, the bats that have had success this year, Madris, 43 plate appearances, 326 batting average. I mean, Matt Vierling with 11 bombs, Urshela batting .269. There's not a lot. I really like Brian Wu today in this slate. So this main slate of 5 games, I don't like Gossman. I do like Wu. Anderson for tournaments. Dean Kramer for tournaments only because Toronto's offense is atrocious this year. I don't like Gibson because he's bad at home. Cortez, he is good at home. Tournament pick for me. Baz, probably fading him. Stacking against Maeda, stacking against Maeda, stacking against Montgomery, and stacking against Colby Allard today. So there you have it. That is the breakdown of every single game on the slate. All the pitchers, all the batters. Now we are going to get into pitches be crazy. I'm going to let you know right now. And this is a weird game because this Rockies game is not on the slate. It's like a single game only because it's in between the 2 times. But if you are sports betting, top 5 pitchers, I don't love these. These are not my favorite today. I am probably fading these for sure. And then, this game also, the Reds at the Marlins, is in its own, not in a game, which is really weird. But number 1 today, pitches be crazy. David Peterson at Colorado. Colorado strikes out. It's Kenta Maeda first. Or whoever the Detroit pitcher is. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. Whoever the Detroit pitcher is, on paper, has the best matchup because Seattle strikes out the most. I still don't like if it's Maeda. Number 2 is David Peterson at Colorado. 3, Randy Vasquez at Pittsburgh. 4, Frankie Montas at Atlanta. And number 5 is Kyle Tyler at Cincinnati. I don't love this. I'm not really playing Pitches Be Crazy today, but I wanted to give you guys that because I know you guys look forward to this segment pretty much every single day. Then we look at all the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating today. Not a ton, but not a little amount. You got Ellie De La Cruz, number 1. You got Aaron Judge, number 2, as long as they don't intentionally walk him. Number 3 is Schwarber. 4 is Harper. 5 is Jonathan India. 6 is Brian Reynolds. 7 is TJ Friedl. 8, Juan Soto. 9, Marcell Ozuna. 10, Vladdy Jr. 11, Adley Rutschman. 12, Randall Grichuk. 13, Ty France. 14, Edmundo Sosa. And number 15, Santiago Espinal. So the early iterations of these have a ton of the players that are in the 2 games that are not playable on DraftKings unless you play the solo game. So if you do play the solo games, you want to do the showdowns, those bats are capable there. So not the best of a Thursday slate. I don't love it. That means tomorrow, I haven't looked to tomorrow yet, but pitching should be a lot better tomorrow. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, make sure you leave comments on the video, share these videos. And we are going to have a fantastic video for Friday and moving on into the weekend. We're very excited. So good luck on this slate today. And as always, let's bring home some bacon, guys. Peace.